This is the profit and loss statement template. Your bank balance is not your profit, and this spreadsheet is the difference. You log each sale and each cost once, and it builds you a real income statement, month by month and for the whole year, with your gross profit, your net profit, and your margins, all worked out for you. Let me walk you through it, tab by tab. The overview is your whole business on one screen. The moment you log a sale or a cost, every one of these numbers and both charts recalculate by themselves. There is nothing to refresh and no formulas for you to touch. Across the top, the three numbers that matter most. Your total revenue, in this sample $109,000. Your total expenses, just under $85,000. And your net profit, what you actually keep, $24,500, shown in green. On the second row, your margins. A 70% gross margin and a 22.5% net margin, so you can see how much of every dollar you keep. And the sheet even tells you your best month by net profit, which here is December. And down here, two charts do the explaining for you, where the money goes, so you can see at a glance that cost of goods, payroll, and rent are your big ones. And net profit by month across the whole year, so you can see exactly which months carried you and which ones were lean. The monthly P&L is the heart of the whole template. It takes everything you logged and lays it out as a proper income statement, the way an accountant would build it. Revenue at the top, then cost of goods sold, your gross profit, your operating expenses, and your net profit at the bottom, every single month across the year. It starts with your revenue, broken into the streams you set up, like product sales and service income. Then, underneath, your cost of goods sold, the direct cost of delivering that revenue, materials, payment fees, shipping. Subtract one from the other, and you get your gross profit. Here is your gross profit line, and just below it your gross margin as a percentage for every month. This is the number that tells you whether your pricing is actually working before any of your overhead even comes into it. And the net profit row at the very bottom is your bottom line, month by month, with a full year total in the last column. This is the statement a bookkeeper would charge you for, and here it builds itself from the rows you type. You never write a single formula. So where do all those numbers come from? This one tab. The entries ledger is the only place you really type. Every sale and every cost goes on its own row, with the date, the amount, and a short description. Here's the clever part. When you pick a line item from this drop-down, the sheet automatically tags the row as revenue, cost of goods, or an operating expense, and files it into the right place on your statement. You just describe what happened. The template does the accounting. The annual summary pulls the whole year onto a single page. Every line of your income statement with its full year total, from your revenue at the top down to your net profit at the bottom. And this column is the one accountants love. Every line shown as a percentage of your revenue. That is called a common size statement, and it lets you see, instantly, that your cost of goods is 30% of revenue. Your operating expenses are. There is also an optional last year column, in blue. Drop in last year's figures, and the sheet works out the change in dollars and as a percentage, line by line, so you can see exactly what is growing and what is creeping up on you. To make it yours, open the Settings tab. Type in your business name and your statement year at the top, in the blue cells. And this list is the single source for your whole statement. Rename a line item, or add your own, and it flows straight through to the entries drop-down and onto every report. Then just clear the sample rows and start logging your own. It works exactly the same in Microsoft Excel and in Google Sheets. And remember, you only ever type in the blue cells. And that is the whole template. Log your sales and your costs on one tab, and finally know your true net profit, your margins, and where every dollar of revenue actually goes. It is a one-time purchase with lifetime updates, no subscription, and it works offline. You will find it on Etsy from the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and here is to knowing your numbers.